expecting all of you to be there, and we'll tell you more about that later on. But stay with us here. We're linking you to Teshi, where Johnny Hughes is on standby.
2.7, Mr. Bote is the municipal fund manager for the Nungwa Lekma. He's been sharing thoughts with us. We're coming to you live from the Tessie Tree Bleu taxi rank. This is Community Connected. This episode is sponsored by Star Ghana with funding from Danida, UK Aid, and the European Union. Let me turn my attention now to Mr. Deborah. Good morning, sir. Welcome. Good to have you.
I'm fine.
Mr. Deborah, so I'm looking at the guidelines that you yourself have set up for yourself. And interesting things I find in the guidelines. For example, it says the major aim of the guideline, as you have it, is to minimize poverty among all persons with disability, particularly those outside the formal sector of employment, and the enhancement of this social image through dignified labor, correct?
Yes.
How have we done this? Have we been able to achieve this?
Yes, I can say that to a very large extent, we have been able to improve the lives of persons with disability, especially those within the category defined. As we are talking now...
Would you want to put a percentage to it?
Well, I will not be able to give a statistical data.
Why not?
Because so far we have not been able to undertake evaluation of those who have actually benefited from this facility. But I must also indicate that numbers of them have benefited. As we are talking now, many of our brothers and sisters in the tertiary institutions, for example, most of them are getting support from this facility.
Right.
And also, I must also say that some of them who did not have anything to do because of the fact that they did not have capital to start any form of business, those people have been given support. And some of them are actually doing well.
They have complained. Some of them have complained about the fact that the support you give them is woefully inadequate. Do you share that sentiment?
Yes. Initially, it has been a major complaint from our beneficiary community. As you were saying, somebody will apply for 1,000 Ghana cedis, and at the end of the day, he will be given 200 or 150, 200 Ghana cedis, and something below 500. So usually, when it happens this way, those whose expectations were not met, surely they misuse the money because what they want to do with the amount was grossly insufficient for them.
But then, so if you do an assessment, I'll come to Mr. Bote shortly. But if you do an assessment, somebody applies for a portion of the fund. You do an assessment, and you decide that this person needs this much. How come is it that I do my assessment, I decide that I need to buy a deep freezer that will cost me 850 cedis, buy pure water that will cost 150 cedis. So altogether will be, my 1,000 Ghana cedis. And I make that application, and you decide that I don't deserve that. How is that so?
Yes, because the assemblies have been giving reasons that when the funds are in, the pressure that comes upon them is so huge. For example, our members or our persons with disability do not have that kind of patience to wait for their turn. So the kind of pressure that is brought upon the assemblies is also one reason why many of them are not met with their kind of application that they have put in. So we have come out with a solution to this problem.
Mr. Bote, let me come to you now. This is your vicinity.
Okay.
So run me through the process. If I, for example, think that I need a sewing machine for my sewing business, and I come to you, how does the process go?
After the assessment, the report is handed over to the assembly.
Okay.
And then it passes through procurement,
Okay.
and then those items or equipment will be procured.
So if I come
to,
to you, if I come to you and I say I need a sewing machine, electric sewing machine,
yes,
and I put a value to it, say 1,200. On the market, it could range between 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, and I peg mine at 1,200, and I come to you, would you still downgrade it? How does the downgrading come in?
No, it's not downgraded here. You need a sewing machine, an electric
in your municipality is not downgraded.
Yes. In our case, we present the report to the assembly,
okay,
and then it passes through procurement, and then we get it and give it to you.